The market closing in the green today, gaining over 170 points. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's the second day of that such positive result. Basically, it's on the backdrop of results coming out, and then I won't call it a bullish run per se, because it's just a result for 2 days. What we've seen in the last few weeks is that prices have gone ups and down because people would like to take profit, and then some speculators will come in at this point. Of course, some will buy for returns, and then some will take such position because they are prices are lowest.
All right, let's talk about what's going on by way of the fixed income side and also in the forex side. Efforts by the central bank to mop up excess liquidity were told. How successful have their open market operations been this week?
Come again, please.
How successful has the CBN's attempts at mopping up excess liquidity in the system been using the open market operation?
Yes, this has been very effective. In fact, this week we had 2 sessions of the open market auctions. That's on T-bills, short-term maturities. We've had issues range from 29 to 45 days, and the yields on these T-bills remain at very high levels of between 9 and 9.29%, and these yields are actually very close to some other bonds on the short end of the table. That's 3-year bonds. What we've seen is that investors, that's banks and other financial institutions, week you can throw in a 9.5 next week, so it's actually very attractive at the short end of it. Going forward, we expect that after the elections things will stabilize more, and then we expect less of naira to go after the dollar, so that pressure on the naira would reduce, and then people divert some of their funds. We've seen so much demand for dollars in the last few months, and then this has caused a lot of selling down of other securities and other form of assets being held by persons and other speculators in this country.
Let's talk about the exchange rate a little bit. We've seen a little bit of naira depreciation this week against the dollar on the interbank market. What's the reason for that?
Basically, we've not had much of oil sales this week. We've had about $80 million sale from oil companies, and of course there were speculations that one communication giant was actually going to come into the market to buy up to $200 million. I doubt if that happened because of the marginal increase, or marginal devaluation as experienced. It would have been more if that happened. The CBN tried their best this week. They sold up to about $700 million. But we also saw a lull in demand. That's at the W-forwards end of it. because buyers and other traders who usually place orders for these foreign currency also think that after election there will be reduced pressure, and then you can get the dollar at a better bargain at that point in time.
And a final question, Bankole. AMCON trading their bonds on the market, yields 11.8%. For you, what would be a fair reflection of bond yields going forward?
We expect a rise in yields, because if you compare that particular bond to a commensurate bond of same tenure in the FGN bond interbank market, you'll find out that the yield ranges between 12.5 or more. This particular one, we've seen them sell up to 20 billion. Of course, there will be another tranche very soon. Yields would not stay at where they are at right now, because these yields are quite attractive. As I said earlier, we expect investors to grab them at the yields they are right now, and then yields will drop further.